yesterday on the program. Senator Oshiomhole, former governor of Edo State, was talking about his experience when he alleged extortion from Air Peace Airline, perhaps Nigeria's biggest aviation carrier. And he says that his treatment was not because, and his resistance was not a fight for himself, but for those who are voiceless and who could not fight for themselves. The senator has alleged that some staff of the airline were engaged in extortion, not only of himself or other passengers. So tonight there is a right of reply, and we have Mr. Ayodeji Adeyemi, who is the operations manager at Air Peace Airline. Thanks so much indeed for joining us tonight on the program.
Thank you, Sean.
Naturally, we probably would have been seeing you on the tarmac, but now you are here to defend your airline.
We're bringing it here. Thank you.
If you can summarize, right, because this is your opportunity to respond to all of the allegations made by Senator Oshiomhole and some of the tapes and some of the videos that have gone viral online as to the operations of your airline and the incident of that day, because that's one and those that have linked it to other experiences that they had with your airline. Can you summarize what really happened from the point of view of Air Peace?
Okay, thank you, Sean, once again for giving us the opportunity to respond to this. And like you said, distinguished Senator Oshiomhole has made several allegations, which we stand on our ground that these are false allegations. And they are probably being motivated for personal reasons for what we have seen so far. And talking about this very incident, it's a case of, he said he wants to be treated like a Nigerian, just like any other passenger. And that is exactly what was done that day. He came in late for his flight. That has been established. And he did not deny it as well. Upon getting to the airport and requesting to be taken on the flight, he made a statement that I would like to correct as well. He said, if you are checked in online, you can't check in twice. But he checked in online, as he claimed, in quotes, but he still went to check-in counter. What is he doing at the check-in counter if he has checked in online? I will make it categorically clear here that Senator never checked in online. He was only trying to make his way around, which he still did yesterday. The same thing he did at the airport, trying to use phone to, sway people. I checked in online. He did it right here yesterday and said, I checked it and I gave journalists. He did the videos of the people that I interviewed and shared it with all the journalists.
So let's get it clear.
Nobody has
If anyone checked in on your platform, checking online,
yes,
and anybody who has bought a ticket, would you see it at the back end?
Of course.
Will the person's name naturally come on the manifest?
You are already checked in and you are part of those that are supposed to be boarded.
Would your name be on the manifest?
On the checked-in list, I'll differentiate the two.
Okay.
Okay. So once you check in online, first the system is going to give you your boarding pass. You will have it on your phone.
Your seats,
yes,
and
your seats,
allocated.
Everything is
on
allocated.
Your check-in.
Yes.
So you can check in how many hours before the flight?
You can check in till like 3 hours before the flight, before it's shut. So it's 24 hours check-in open. That's before flight, and about 3 hours it stops so that people will not take advantage of that when they are coming in late. That's the essence. So it did not, I repeat again, and I want to right here challenge the senator to produce the boarding pass that was issued to him when he checked in online.
Does the platform produce, because in some other climes, you get to print at the gates,
yes,
or at the, where you have self-service check-in machines,
yeah,
you can be able to print your boarding pass.
If you check in online, you can print your boarding pass.
But does it produce online? Does it produce for you a digital version of your check?
You have it on your phone. You have it on your phone. So that's why I said swinging the phone.
From your back end, you did not see Senator Oshiomhole's check-in.
I repeat again and clearly, Senator Oshiomhole did not check in online. And he has not till today produced the boarding pass to anybody. He can tomorrow if he has it, but it's not existent.
So you did not find him. So it's his words against yours. You did not find him on your manifest, on your check-in.
It was not on your check-in list. So
he said he came in at about 6 a.m. for the 6:30 a.m. flight. In your own books, that is lateness.
It's late. He came in after 6. Let's assume his own time is different from mine and all sorts of things.
What is it? What is the latest time you can come in for a 6:30 a.m. flight?
Our check-in closes 5:45. That's 45 minutes to departure. Now, we gave you.
We thought it was 30 minutes.
No, it's 45 that is stated. That's the condition. Now,
is that the aviation rule in Nigeria?
Yes, that's the aviation. Not only in Nigeria, we are guided by ICAO. We are guided by ICAO. And
ICAO is
all
the
over international civil aviation organization. So what we do is everybody has a local working process. And you have a right to walk around that 45 and 30. But the rule says 45. You will go to some airports outside this country. Their domestic flight closes 1 hour before departure because of what it takes. So you have a right to do it that way. Every airline in Nigeria uses 45 minutes just to proceed to save time. He came to the counter and it was late. The team is one of the known senators in this country. Even the baggage handler, the check-in agent, they know him. So he was giving good attention. Oh, he's here. The supervisor picked up his radio and checked if it was still possible. But by that time, the door of the aircraft was shut. So now, telling him the door was shut, he decided to take laws into his hands and jumped on the conveyor belt. We have the video. It's not hidden.
He said he never, because this is the other video Senator produced. No. But in your own video, and I think that, okay, so this is the video that you sent to us.
Yes, that's...
so is that him on the conveyor belt?
That's him right there. That is Senator.
And Adam, you said that he was, he said he resisted when he saw that the extortion was going on. And he said that he was not the only one that was involved in this.
We'll get to that. So talking of resistance when he saw extortion, we have challenged that he should produce one person that was extorted in that very case. We
have a video as produced by him yesterday.
Okay.
Of a lady who was saying she was also involved in that...
okay, so now that we've gone to the lady already, let me shock Nigerians. The two ladies that Senator used is not aware of this, but he will know probably through this medium. The two ladies that Senator interviewed, he interviewed them himself because he was inciting them to talk and to complain about what it is that they are going through. These two ladies were not on the said flight at all. I see the look on your face.
Those names
These
are not...
two ladies...
They never booked that
were booked to travel on the 6:30 flight of the 12th of June, 2025.
What were they doing at the airport?
Not on the 11th. So that is what he is not aware of. Apparently, the lady with infant was trying to see if she can come and make the flight for the earlier day. So she was not at all. And the infant she's carrying did not even have a ticket. We produced evidence of this. Yes, this very lady. We produced the evidence of their ticket history. I highlighted it, where they were booked for 12th. They were not, the both of them. They were not booked to travel on 11. But they got to the airport. They saw a distinguished senator, who is a well-known person all over the country. They were spurred by him and his activities of jumping over the conveyor belt and trying to instigate others to join him. And they jumped to it. They fell victim to what the senator was doing.
Let's look at Mr. Yodeji. Let's look at some of the issues that was raised, issues of exploitation. Why were your people asking for more money over that ticket for a no-show?
Over his own ticket?
So he said that they were asking him to pay more money. In fact, I mean, the other people that were also said to have missed their flight, like himself, on that same flight, were being asked to pay about 100,000 more to be able to get on the flight.
So under standard aviation policies, when you miss your flight, you are entitled to change your ticket, and by so doing, you are charged no-show if there is fair difference. If there is fair difference. Understand that difference in fare happens if you are choosing the next flight. Obviously, it's 2 hours or 1 hour to the time that you're choosing it. Seats are probably going to be limited. If you want the later flight, the evening flight, you're going to pay far less than what you're paying for the next one. So you need to run through what you want and your preference for you to get on the next flight. And he stated that they were trying to corner him to one side, that he should be separated. Nobody at any point did that. The manager came to attend to him and was even trying to bring him down from the belt, that he should come. The first thing is, when you see a passenger of that nature, you want to separate from such activities like what he was doing. So he brought him down and told him, okay, at this point that you've accepted that you are late and you've missed your 6:30 flight, the next flight is for 8:30. The 8:30, to get you on the next flight, we will need to change your ticket and you will be charged. And that's when he took it up and
said, FCCPC says that they are weighing on it. Have they invited your airline?
Okay, so I was going to mention that, and it's shocking, I must say, that with all that has gone on and all the infractions created by the senator blocking an airport. So I must mention here, the implication of blocking an airport is way more than what we have been looking at. If during that blocking, we have the video, we shared the video of him sitting with the other woman who didn't have any business being at that airport that day, sitting at the gate and blocking it. If we have an emergency in that airport, where will the passengers run to? Where will customers run to?
But what about the rights of the passengers? Because the airport is supposed to serve. Because there are now allegations being drawn, people who are coming up, that this is a usual air peace attitude of delays in flight, exploitation, and complaints of tickets, problem with ticket refund. There's an indiscriminate flight delays and indiscriminate flight cancellation. And all of these have come up based on what Senator Adams Oshiomhole. People will come to the airport and stay till very late, and they'll give them a bottle of Coke and biscuit. These are a lot of complaints have come up.
Okay, so
is your airline having a problem operation-wise?
Negative. I must state this clearly here. Nigerian aviation is to be looked at with all the complexity that comes with it, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of external factors that we deal with. We have several cases that we can make references to that causes delay of flights. Let's understand something. We will never be forced to fly any flight that we deem not safe. We all saw what happened recent days ago. May the souls of those that were lost on the Air India flight, may it rest in peace. We do not want that. We have issues with activities of bird strike. We have issues with activities of weather. You have issues with activities of.
But when people are alleging that it has become a culture and an attitude of your airline to be late, to disrupt,
that's where I'm going to. That's where I'm going to when I talked about the environment itself. And what airpeace have observed over time is, yes, before now, we even keep an aircraft on ground, a standby, in case we have any of these issues, whether uncalled for issues that we didn't plan initially. And we are still not able to meet up because the level of occurrence is high. I'll take, for example, sometime, I think like 3 or 4 weeks ago, on the same day, in the space of maybe 5-6 minutes, we had the bird strike in Port Harcourt. We had the bird strike in Owerri. 2 different aircraft, 2 different routing. And these flights are supposed to operate minimum of 8 flights a day.
So disrupted your operation.
Disrupted.
So on the because we are totally out of time,
we have to move into it.
What do you say to your passengers that are watching tonight who have a feeling that your airline mishandle operations, or that those who think that you cooperate in this? What do you say to them tonight?
Okay, so to the flying public, I will just say, because of this topic that we are going through, I will mention that from the 12th of May, that's last month, 12th of May 2025, we've had to rejig our schedule in a way that we're even doing something out of aviation, leaving about 2 aircraft to come in to rescue disruption. And we've recorded average of 90% OTP, that's on-time performance, since then.
Right.
Just for us to, like I said, it's out of aviation. It's against our own costs.
Okay.
It's not good for us, but we have to because of the customer.
Mr. Adejadeyemi, thank you so much.
Just the last one before we go. I will mention again, like I said earlier, the fact that the FCCPC have summoned airpeace. I feel it is very unfair And nobody has even called Senator Adams Oshiomhole to order over what he did at the airport, which is obvious to every Nigerian.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Ayode Yareyemi is the operations manager at the Air Peace. Thanks so much indeed for your time.
Thank you.